Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be talking about how to create your ideal day or your ideal week. This is something that I really like to do at the beginning of every single year. I will think through how I would like my week to flow if it was a perfect week. And the reason why I like to do this is because it gives you a template of how you would like to plan. So many times things are coming at us and we are just adding them into our planner. But if we can think through how we would like our week to flow, we are more likely to actually be able to stick to the plan. So I wrote down some notes here and I have added some post-it notes so that we can kind of walk through each one of my steps. And there are 3 main steps to completing this process. And hopefully it gives you a strategy of how to do this process on your own. So my very first step is to think of your areas of life. You know, we have talked about life categories all throughout this series, but your areas of life, or the areas that are super important to you, are definitely important with creating your ideal day or week. What areas do you need to incorporate and how often would you like to focus on them? So here I have 8 areas. I have my home maintenance, my personal care and working out, my work/business, my learning, faith, family, money, and church. So these are the main areas that I like to stay on top of. Whether it be home cleaning or getting a facial or learning something new or things that we have to do within our church, these are all of the things that can come up throughout the course of my week. So for each one of these areas, I might be touching on them once a day or multiple times during a day or possibly once a week. But writing all of these categories down is the very first step that you need to take in order to creating your ideal day, because this lets me know these are all of the areas that I would need to include in order to have the ideal day or the ideal week. These areas will also tell you what type of planner you may need to have. So if you are familiar with my Tom 90 system, there are 3 different systems that most people will purchase. If you have a simpler life, you might just get the life and money planner. The life and money planner is a 2-section planner where it's 6 months of daily planning and 6 months of budgeting. And this is for people who don't have a bunch of different categories. Maybe their work is really simple and their home life is very simple, and all they need to take care of is their schedule and their money. However, if you have more areas than that and your life is a little bit more complicated, you might decide to get the Tom 90 planner. And the Tom 90 planner has 4 different areas or 6 different areas, just depending on how busy your life is. If you decide to divide everything up into 4 areas, you may say, I need something for my schedule, for my home maintenance, for my personal care, and for my money. Or if you're like me, you might want all 6 areas because you may want to include your home, your schedule, your family, but also faith, money, and church. But the goal is to develop your areas of life and think through how you would need to plan each one of those areas so that you can start the process of creating your ideal week. The second step in this process is to decide the times of the day or the times of the week that you need to dedicate to these particular areas. So I have divided up each one of these areas and also added some time frames that I would like to be working on these areas, or that I believe is the best fit time for this area. So the first one here is my faith planning. And my faith planning, I do like to do this in the morning and in the evening. So you see, it's a part of my AM routine and my PM routine. My personal planning and my workouts, I like to work out in the morning time. So I have AM here. My money, I usually look at that one in the morning as well. So I have AM. The events for church, I am usually doing that Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, and it is a part of my PM routine. And these are meetings outside of Sunday because of course I do church on Sundays, but on Tuesday night and Thursday night, I will usually have some type of meetings for church, and Wednesdays are Bible study. So I will usually set aside my schedule Tuesday through Thursday for PM routine to dedicate some time to church meetings and events. On this side, we have my home routine that usually happens in the morning. Now my work hours are from 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. and so I have set that there. That is usually on weekdays. Sometimes it could be a Saturday as well, just depending on the season. After this, we have my learning schedule. Now my learning is the only one that I usually will dedicate 1 one day a week, a couple of hours on a Friday. So this one is actually a part of my weekly schedule more than it is a part of my daily schedule. However, I do like to add it into my ideal week because when I am planning out my ideal week, I want to make sure that I am listing some type of time to dedicate to learning. And then the last one is my family. So my family, we will have a PM routine where we will do dinner, and I am going to spend time with my kids and check in on homework. But also Saturday and Sunday are big family days. I usually don't do much work on the weekend so that I could dedicate that time to my family. So your second step in this process is to do this step. Think about all of the categories that you listed out in number 1, and then think about around the time when you will be able to do them. Is this going to be a part of your AM routine, a midday routine, your PM routine? Are you going to do it on a particular day of the week? You need to think through that process. And then your third step in this process is to create a mock schedule. So your mock schedule is where we take this idea of the times of the day and put a definite time as if this week was absolutely perfect. How would it look? So this is my mock schedule from 7 a.m. until 9 a.m. I would be doing these things within my morning routine, which is doing my faith scripture reading, my budget review. I'm going to be doing some light cleaning and tidying of our home and working out. Now, this is something that I am currently doing and I am planning on to continue to do in 2025. Then we have 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. and this is when I'm going to be doing work/church items. If you didn't know, me and my husband pastor a church, so a lot of the administrative tasks I will take on and I will complete, and I also own the organized money. So if I am doing a video, I could be doing orders, or I could be doing some administrative things for our church, but all of that will usually happen between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. Monday through Friday. Then we have 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Usually the kids will come home around 4 o'clock. I will check in with them, see how their day went, see if they have any homework, any projects, anything that I might need to attend to. We will talk about that around this time. And if it's Friday, they usually don't have any homework, so I will dedicate that time to my own personal learning schedule. So I will take about an hour to learn something on my own. I might be watching a video or reading a book, but this is the time that I will dedicate to that. And then I will do some additional home cleaning. We may do dinner. We may go out as a family. Friday is usually the time where we start to unwind and focus in on family and fun things for the weekend. After 5 o'clock, we have 6 to 8:30 p.m. If it's a Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, usually that time is dedicated to church. We may be doing some type of meetings or Bible study during these days. And if it's a Monday or a Friday, that is completely family time. So we may watch a movie, play a game as a family, and then we will usually eat dinner around that 8:30 time frame, no matter what day of the week it is. And then I have the weekends here, which is Saturday through Sunday, and this is home family, and we do have church on Sundays. A lot of the time on Saturday, I will plan some type of family fun day, and I do a lot of cleaning on Saturdays as well. So that's why it is split between home, family, and church. So this is my ideal week, and the reason why I will tell people to complete this is because it gives you like an overview or an idea if your ideal week is even feasible. I used to schedule way more within my ideal week. I was trying to learn every single day. I was trying to do a bunch of different things. And then I realized that I had put way too much on my schedule when I got to this part, and I couldn't find a way to make all of the categories work. So creating a mock schedule really can help you see, is your to-do list even feasible? Are you just adding way too many things to your list that you might need to take off or possibly save for another season of life? So as we go into 2025, I really think you should try this one out and let me know how it works for you. So guys, I hope that this video has helped you, and I will see you in my next one. Until then, keep organizing your life so that you can achieve your dreams. Bye guys.